So my name is Kathy Layton, and I am the bookings manager for Rosewood Cottages here in Hubbards. We have 7 cottages, soon to be 8 actually. There's, I believe, another cottage that's going to become available to rent here in Hubbards. We have, some of the cottages are duplexes, some are standalone cottages, and they all have their own certain type of charm. They're very cozy. A lot of them still have a lot of the touches that the original owner, Phyllis Hind, decorated them with, I would say. We're right on the water here in Hubbards. We have an in-ground heated pool. We have our dock, and we have a floating dock. We are super close to beaches, like just a 5-minute walk to Hubbards Beach and just a few minutes drive to several beaches. I often say that if you can't find something to do in Hubbards in the summer, that's a problem. I mean, we have the amphitheater for movies. There's the shore club. For the kids, there's a skate park. There's the beaches. There's kayaking, canoeing, swimming, paddle boarding. Like there's just the farmers market on Saturday. So there's and live entertainment. So there's always live entertainment, oftentimes at the shore club. They have it at the Trellis. There's live entertainment at the barn, at the market on Saturdays. So there's just so much to do here. It's a beautiful community. Yes. So there are 10 in total. This was converted to a condominium corporation maybe around 2009. And so they're all privately owned, but not all the owners rent. And so some years they might rent, sometimes they don't. But pretty much the last couple of years we've consistently had 7 or 8 rentals. All of them are 2 bedrooms except for one. We have a little 1-bedroom cottage. The others are 2-bedroom that can sleep up to 6 guests. But the owners, like I said, they're all individually owned, so some are very, very similar to like I say, how Phyllis decorated them when she had them. Some haven't changed them and have kept that feel that Phyllis had. And the others, they've renovated them to a certain extent. A lot of them have heat pumps, air exchangers, dishwashers, whirlpool baths. So each of them have something different to offer. Yeah.
Okay, so you have a website.
Yes. It's rosewoodonthecove.com.
Mm-hmm. And so is it on Airbnb?
So we have a couple of the cottages that one owner owns that she does have on an Airbnb, but I also rent them for her as well. So out of the 7, soon to be 8 cottages, I rent them all, but 2 of them also are on Airbnb. Yeah, I think there was a little bit of a confusion there when we've always rented them, but I think it became a common knowledge that they were for sale and that they were converted. So there was a perception that once they were converted that they weren't rented as vacation rentals, but they always have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you book daily? What is your minimum days?
So in the shoulder season, which would be May, June, September, October, we have a 2-night minimum. In the high season, which is July and August, we have a 5-night minimum. But just sometimes the way the bookings go, I might have 2 or 3 days in between bookings. So we will book those, but we do try to keep a 5-night minimum. Mainly because we'd struggle to keep a housekeeper, I think, if they had to clean them every few days. These are big homes, really. Yeah, it's generally a minimum of 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say let's say the barn is booked, a whole bunch of people are booked for a wedding. Mm-hmm. Is this a place that they could rent for events or weddings?
So we used to do weddings, but we don't anymore, and the reason why is because we do have a couple of owners that don't rent. So it's really not fair to them. So they wouldn't be, if we did rent it for an event, then the waterfront would be off limits to some of the owners. So we used to do large weddings, then we went down to small weddings, and now we just do basic rentals. Yes, you can either send me an email through the website or you can contact me directly for bookings. I think that the other thing that I often think about for Rosewood is I think maybe Phyllis's dream was always that people could come here and just relax and enjoy the ocean, smell the salt air, and the sunsets here are like amazing, and just spend time with friends and family. So I would like to think that I'm carrying that on for Phyllis, for all the guests that come here. Particularly in the summer, we have a lot of families that just really enjoy the waterfront. Yeah.
And so, what is your connection with Hubbards? Have you lived here your whole life?
I haven't lived here my whole life. I have to stop and think of how old my son is to figure. I've lived here for 37 years. So the better part of my life, but I love Hubbards. I just love the feel of Hubbards, and it's a really nice community, a very friendly, very nice community. Yeah.
If you do have a boat and you were renting, you could moor it here?
Yes, you can. If you have a boat and you need to moor it here, you can. Mm-hmm.
All the units or all the rentals have kitchens.
They are full kitchens. All the units have full kitchens. They have, and 3 of the 7 that we have now also have dishwashers. Yeah. So they're fully equipped. The cottages are fully equipped, and now that they're privately owned, a lot of the owners come and stay themselves. So they've even brought more things. Like the kitchens have more probably than what I have in mine. Right. They're very well equipped. So yeah, when you come to stay, all you have to do is bring your food. There's beach towels, the linens, everything is included. We have a laundry facility on site as well. So for guests that need to do their laundry, that's something that we offer as well.
Thank you so much, Kathy.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you for hanging out at Rosewood Cottages Coffee with Milani. See you soon.